Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Exiles, One Portal. I am once again joined by Caspar,
Yo.
and there's a lot we want to talk about today. Oodles, really.
I mean, the most obvious one, yes, but it's a good.
uh,
This is a good day. A good day to record.
it is, yeah. A lot of updates, a lot of stuff. So let's get to these talkings. How far did we get? Uh, do we want to go technical? Do we want to tell them?
No, I have to go technical. I died like 5 times.
You died 5 times.
Yeah, but it was after the first time, I stopped giving a fuck. I was
That
just like pushing
yeah.
hard. Because I was trying to get to level 70, which I did.
I did not.
You did not.
I did not. I got
But
to like 68 and then realized that the build that I was playing was like really not fit for doing what I needed to do. And so just kind of.
your first death was in what's his
Innocence.
name? Innocence.
Yeah.
In your defense, in hardcore, Innocence kills a lot of dudes.
If it hurt my soul.
Yeah, it's you got to be ready to fight that guy. That guy will do things that you don't expect that it would kill you. He has killed me a lot of times in hardcore because you kind of go in half-assing it, right? Thinking like, oh yeah, I can just stay away from him, but no, he will do things that make you panic and then fucking just kill you. But I died a little bit before that. Um it's one of those things where it's like I can't blame my son, but I'm kind of blaming my son.
It's throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, he I didn't expect this to happen, but I AFK'd in All-Sorry. Because my wife called me. And he loves my button, so he came, he started messing with my controller and somehow walked me into like a pack. So when I came back, I was dead. I was like, wait, what? How does it happen? And it took me a little, it took me a few minutes to put two and two together. But eventually, I realized because I was missing buttons, and of course, my toddler's running around with the buttons in his mouth, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's probably what happened. So I kind of ignored it, right? I was like, oh, that's not that big a deal. And then I went into Temple, and out of nowhere, this beefed up yellow mob just fucking just demolished me. And it's one of those like that has hasted and then rogue touch.
Yeah. Those
He was,
touch buffs, bro.
yeah, he was not letting go, bro. I would run,
So it's
pot,
funny.
dash, nothing.
It's funny because I thought about it and it was just like grabbing the ghost was the most effective thing you could do. 100%. Because it would
But you
give
know
you the
how
buff.
they run? The ghosts run away from you.
Right, but it would give you the buff.
Yeah,
And
but
that
what?
buff would help you clear. And I noticed that if the times that the buff wasn't given to you and it's given to other shit, it's so much worse.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at myself. I didn't think I was gonna um die that quick.
I got to 47, so I lasted longer than I thought I would, being that I wasn't playing a minion build because I have made it to maps in a in trade and but like I've never actually done that in where like soul self found or anything like that. So I don't know. I think
And I
I
think
did
that's
better.
what made it worse, right? Because we couldn't really purchase any items. We had to like depend on whatever we dropped together or separately and then traded. That makes it significantly harder. Which the reason why I wanted to do is because it gives you a newfound respect for some of those streamer guys, Scissor
True.
and the rest of them. Like they do this shit all the time, and it's just like it's not easy. It's not easy to actually get. Imagine getting to red maps, not being able to trade.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah, so these guys do it all the time. Do it multiple times. I think it get progressively easier, but still, it's a lot of work.
True. It is indeed a lot of work.
But fuck that event.
I don't say fuck the event. The event was okay.
I don't think I got a reward for it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Got the
I gotta check my loot stash, but I got to 70 and I didn't get no prompt.
well, that's not free loot. That's a chance. That's a drawing
Right.
stage.
It took me too long.
No, it's a drawing stage. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
It's not. It's
Like the first 1,000, isn't it? The first 1,000 to get it?
no. It's a drawing.
Like a lottery. Okay, got it.
Yes. So you're not guaranteed to get something out of it. You're just likely to because most people didn't get to 70 or
No.
and it doesn't come in the same day. It happens at the end of the event. So you'll go into the game and then be like you'll have a new thing.
I'll give you guys an update then.
And you did get the
The other one.
yeah, the portal effect.
Yeah.
Spider portal effect. And then I got that blood ring.
Which is pretty good though. The fact that you can use it inside town.
Yeah, but like
It's niche. It's niche. It's niche.
Yeah. I'm not really sitting in towns just like fucking shooting blood everywhere for the shit of it,
Hey man. Sometimes
But
you gotta shoot blood.
Sometimes you gotta shoot blood. But that's the update on that. So we can now talk about the elephant in the room.
Affliction. My throat is killing me, bro. Right, but I'm powering through because I'm so. It's one of those things where you ever been hoarse and you try not to like strain your voice, but you're so amped up you do it anyways, but nothing comes out.
Nothing comes. Yeah, you go hoarse. Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I'm trying not to like get amped up because I'm start coughing on the stream because I'm trying to fight off this cold that I have.
If you want, I can do something to start coughing too, and then we could just revel. But dude, I am very hyped about Affliction. So much stuff, so many things changing. The comeback of Ultimatum, I can't wait. Trial Master, I'm gonna make that dude my bitch. Like, oh, he's gonna be fun. I enjoyed that league.
I feel like my build was gonna be pretty good for Trial Masters, but not the boss, but the content. Since I don't have to,
I think I'm gonna be
so
playing 2 different characters, and I think I'm gonna have to go like double time because I'm gonna play the Orabot with you, and then when you're not on, I'm gonna try to level the other one.
Yeah, because you're thinking you love that. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but the excitement is too much to contain.
It's too much. There's so much shit changing.
The zombie drop skill.
The zombies drop, and I'm gonna play it with specters.
Bro, if you could skin that into something else,
like,
I don't know, like
I don't know, maybe
a whale or some shit.
Maybe like
a shark.
Well, yeah, maybe a shark. Shark drop. That'd be.
I don't know if you ever heard that story in D&D that we said a while ago, where Alex played a magician that just dropped dolphins on people.
Yeah,
the whole story. That might make Alex come back just to play that.
I ended up in the campaign that I could have swore that was the first D&D thing we've ever done. I dropped
a while ago. This is like I feel like it was 10 plus years ago already.
I dropped 2 buffalo on a thing. I do remember that. That was fun. But I do like the thought of the body drop. There's so many specters that are gonna probably be like OP. As a matter of fact, when I was watching the corpse thing, I was sitting there and was just like, I wonder if you can specters those. And then in like 5 seconds later, they're like, and yes, you can raise them as very unique, strong specters. And I was like, oh well, I know what I want to play. I saw the one doing like the weird hex ice shot. That shit's awesome.
Yeah. There's so much, bro. There's so much. How about this? Let's go through the first 15 minutes because so far this is like a 2-hour. The entire thing is 2 hours, so we're not gonna do the whole 2 hours because there's a lot of Q&A that we don't need to go through. But at least the first 15 minutes, which just goes through the gameplay of PoE 2, which I feel like that should be its own episode, so we can skip that.
Yeah. Well, then again, I kind of want to throw out there why I feel very comfortable with doing that. And that is mainly because I am way less hyped for PoE 2 than I am for Affliction. And I think you're feel
I
the
mean, but
same.
because I mean, PoE 2 is like years away.
Well, I don't think it's years away, right?
I mean, we're lucky if we get a closed beta by next year.
I could have swore they were saying something about like not having very many leagues left before PoE 2.
Again, but that's still a year from now. We're not gonna have no expansions. No.
Yeah, but I don't know what the end game is gonna look like. You know.
Again, we don't know shit. Like it's so much stuff that we don't know yet. It's kind of
Right.
hard to get hype about it.
Right. I can't get on the hype train for PoE 2. I would love to play it. I would love to get a beta for it or to get into the beta for it.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like that would
I'll be first in line to apply for it just for the hell of it. Yeah.
I would definitely. It would answer so many of my questions almost instantly. Like I think I would get to like level 15 and understand.
I feel like we will like it, but it'll be its own thing. Like it'll have a different feel to it, and be like, all right, this is.
It already looks like a different feel.
The fact that it has WSDA controls, which they just released, it's not
Didn't
mandatory.
Wait, no. Didn't they just say that they were doing that for PoE? Where
they might.
No, that was PoE 2. Sorry,
that was PoE 2. They said they're doing it as an option. You can do either WSDA or you can do click, which I feel based on what they revealed with the mercenary though, it's a duh idea. Like you should be strafing. Like a lot of the combat I saw was like just straight up strafe. I even put it in the Twitch comments. I was like, path of strafe.
And you know what it'll probably play like? It'll probably play like the Ascent.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that an interesting thing to think about? Yeah. The Ascent will be.
It did have that feel like pop, like in switching weapons. Well, I mean, in Ascent you don't switch weapons like that, but
like interesting. Like I don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to the idea of what they're doing. I do fear. I don't know. I don't know if I fear my own theory of I think the graphics and how they approached it took something away from the game.
Yeah, I feel you. They do seem keen on slowing it down.
They do, and that hurts me because I don't. Then again, maybe that's just because we're PoE brain, right? The way we've been trained to play PoE this whole time is blast. Right? If shit doesn't touch you, you just murder it and it's fine. Like,
yeah.
So it's just like this means like, oh yeah, you gotta actually like think when you play. Like, yeah, as long as you don't like stuff it.
Part of the appeal and the glamour of Path is always that
power fantasy
ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling of like break it, like push further, make everything more juicier, make it faster, make it harder.
Actually, I think I would be fine with it being what it is, even if it does end up being like a Diablo 4 kind of thing, as long as they don't go like Diablo 4's route of like monetization. I think I'll be all right. I think I'll accept it as a win.
That's a perfect segue. The preview of the core. All right. Let me stop here. So what we'll do is we'll skip the path to content. We'll make that a separate episode. We'll review that and give you more further thoughts, and then go straight into Affliction stuff.
Right. Yeah. Let's get us on the right stuff.
Let me switch over here and then boop, make it full screen. And we're doing a watch together so everyone can see us. Can I make this full screen? I've never used this, so.
I don't think you can. I can just, I made the window big, and that's all I can do. You can skip this forward.
Hold on, I'm just messing with things over here.
Oh, I see.
On the volume so people can hear us.
We could probably get full screen by upgrading.
Is that it? Is that what it is?
I bet. I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure.
That's scummy.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't feel like I want to badmouth this website. I just found out.
I don't think it's scummy.
Wait.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Thanks for joining us for today's Path of Exile live stream. We have a packed
the
show
gear.
today
You see the
with
gear on
announcements
the
for
bottom
Path
right
of
corner?
Exile 2, as well as the exclusive
Oh,
unveiling
okay,
of
cool,
Path
yeah,
of Exile
see?
Affliction,
Does it work
which
for you?
launches on December
Yeah.
8th on PC and Mac,
Doesn't work for
and
me.
on December 13th
Because you're a punk.
on
No, kidding.
Today's live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions below in
It does not work for me.
in order to claim your
Let me
huntsman
pause it. Let me pause it.
wings.
Can I pause it? Pause it?
Yeah.
Full screen? No, it doesn't work for me. What the hell? Alright. Fuck it. YOLO.
We'll start with Path of Exile 2, where Jonathan will walk
So
you
we
through
should
our
skip
latest
forward.
announcements.
We're just gonna
Matt will then
Path of
take you on a
Exile
deep dive into the new Path of Exile Affliction chapter.
Alright, skip that.
Piercing ammo
Skip
equipped,
that.
which makes a group of enemies will target damage.
That must look so much.
You might see
smoother on
other
your
types
side.
of wisps
It's so
trapped
jank
inside.
on this side.
The Wildwood is
on this
trying to
end.
guide you towards clues about its affliction. Follow the trails of wisps by collecting
Holy
them.
shit.
Alright, hold on. I went too far.
It feels totally different.
Accept our help.
Right there. Right there. Boom. Alright.
Alright. Zero preparation. Let's go.
I should have time stamped that.
Oh, fuck.
A little bit more.
Let's show this amateur shit off, bro. Let's
real.
go.
We're going to be
I
showing
still
off a
can't full
lot more about
screen.
Path of Exile 2 as we approach its beta. But in the meantime, we've got a Path of Exile
It's not
1
your fault.
expansion coming out next week. I'm going to hand over to Mark, also known as Neon, to show you what's in store for PoE 1.
Wait.
Thanks, Jonathan.
I have an idea.
What?
So what you do is you open another tab with the same room number, keep the other room number but mute it, or keep the other room but mute it, and then maybe you'll be able to do that. Maybe it's because you're the leader and you're.
Let me
it's
do
like,
it now. I just duplicated the tab.
Okay, perfect. See?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Well,
whatever, it works.
let's just go ahead and get straight.
First of all, who is this guy? I feel like he's the first guy.
He's a game director.
Let's just,
I know,
well,
but it's like it's usually Chris, or
Well,
like
Chris just said hi.
we feel like it's like we're getting.
You, I feel like you're like ignoring people.
I do. I am.
Stop
We said
ignoring people.
Let's
Chris
just-
Wilson literally just said hi. I'm pretty sure.
let's go ahead and
They're
get straight.
literally introducing
Why is it-
people. You paused while they're introducing him, and you're like, "Why am I not seeing Chris?" Like because you paused at a time when they said hello to someone else.
No, I'll show it later. I saw a Reddit about the fact that this entire time Chris barely says a word.
It's true, but you know, I imagine he might have taken slightly more of like a hands-off approach during this one. It does
You
feel
got a
that way.
promotion, bro. You don't deal with this riffraff no more.
I don't know about promotion. It's just
Well,
more of like
let's just go ahead and get straight on
maybe
into
he
it.
just doesn't know
Here's
as
the
many
trailer for Path
specifics
of Exile Affliction.
as he did about other shit.
Something moves in the mists.
It's the mists.
Something sinister.
Why is it never anything good?
I know, right?
Rot. Plague. And claw.
Never
The
just like the fifth
affliction
thing and be like,
spreads.
oh, but you know, potatoes also fall out of the sky now.
Thirst for
So
more.
Yeah, look, that's definitely a monster. That tree.
tree monsters. Yeah, I have not seen a tree monster
Tread
before.
lightly in
Interesting
the
fucking
wild,
silhouettes when they got frozen.
which shifts and fights. Accept our help. The ancient
I thought we were
power
friends.
of the Asmiri.
We got those later on, so we'll go through those.
Beware the
Yeah, we have the
spirits that
little
yearn for freedom.
thing.
I wonder how long it'll take them to
And the
release
heart
those
of
wisps
evil that waits in the dark.
What do you mean?
as microtransactions. The wisp.
Oh, it might be a part of the support pack
Oh,
because we haven't gotten actual. They didn't do the normal supporter pack that they normally do.
it's your boy.
Yep, that shit was so hype. I literally yelled in the car,
I will be waiting.
and I was like, "I'm coming for you." Fuck that guy up. Love it.
Bro. Let's go.
Worth.
A week from now, bro. A week.
I can't wait.
A week. That's gonna be the
They're
craziest week
releasing
ever.
Supporter packs on the day of what's it called? No, wait,
In
2
the
weeks.
Affliction League, you will encounter
Isn't it?
sacred wisps, which beckon you to enter overgrown patches
Is it? Wait, never mind. No, I guess you're right.
up to the source of the affliction.
I thought. Wait,
As you approach
was
the
I able to
darkness,
do
the
that?
wisps burn
Yeah,
away its
yeah, yeah.
affliction,
Oh,
Make sure you tread carefully, because they only have a limited amount of power. But be warned, the darkness
could have
is full
swore
of
they
cursed
said
monsters that emerge to
something
kill you.
about
As you explore, you might see
in
other
a week
types
they're
of
gonna
wisps
release the
trapped
supporter
inside the
packs.
darkness.
No,
And
they're gonna say it
The
later.
Wildwood is trying
Say
to guide
later.
you towards clues about its
Right,
affliction.
but I wasn't sure. I could have
When
swore they
follow
said
the
it
trails of
later,
wisps
but
by
I
Yeah,
don't
when
know
they
why.
start talking about the
And you
core
may
packs, they'll
uncover
tell you that
many
they're gonna
different
release it in a
secrets.
few days.
New characters to find,
Okay.
shrines, boss battles, and all kinds of new
I
encounters
actually
are lurking
want to see
in
the
the
supporter
forest just
packs.
waiting
I
for you
think
to
it's
Fuck
fine.
discover.
yes. I will.
There are many
They showed a
rewards to
preview
get
of some
for
of the stuff.
those
We're gonna
brave
talk about
enough
that
to
too.
Yeah. Only one of the preview things had me hyped at all.
When the
The
sacred
other one I
wisps
know
run out
would
of
destroy
energy,
my
they'll
graphics
return you
card
back to
or my
where you came
CPU
from.
rather, not even my graphics card, just my CPU.
Any other types of
Like,
wisps you
the
have
one, the
collected
other
will
one that I would
return
want,
with
which
you
is
to
the giant
Raycast.
hand. My computer already has a
These
lot
wisps
of
You saw
problems.
that-
have
you
been
saw that
saved from the
effect?
affliction, disperse
Which one?
into the environment and inhabit randomly,
So you can actually
increasing
like
their
tell
power and
That?
also their rewards.
No, keep going back.
The different types of wisps have different saved
I'm
from the
controlling it
affliction.
now.
Any other
Alright, right
types
there,
of
hold it.
wisps you have
Just leave it
collected
there.
will return with you to Raycast.
Right there, this one.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be a
These
level up
wisps,
one.
having been saved from the affliction, disperse into the
Oh,
environment
maybe.
and inhabit randomly chosen monsters in the area, increasing their power.
See, so
and
this is
also
every
their
time you go
rewards.
in and come out. This is gonna happen.
The different types of wisps have
Right.
different
Now
effects
my
on
thing
monsters,
comes
and sometimes
my
more than one
worry
type will
comes from
inhabit a single
when,
monster.
where it
To fight
is
even harder,
where it is going to be in the actual world. Like, are they always going to be next to where like you enter the zone?
Oh,
Because
how
I
far?
feel like-
Is
right.
if they're talking about bosses, I'm assuming it's the entire map. They
Right, but
just
the
spread
thing
out
is,
randomly.
right, but if the entrance is halfway through a zone,
Then it's whatever's left over. including the
I
boss.
I understand that, but that's my whole point of like that.
But what if
adds
the
a
boss is the only one left?
Well, not even particularly like the boss is the only one left, but it's just like you go into a super juice map and now you have to just run by shit and not die until
Nah.
you get to
Nah, I think
Because
the most
map.
likely scenario for it to be where you want it to be like cool is just like make sure that the boss is juiced up. So if you kill everything, then do the content, then try the boss, and then the boss is like dropping crazy shit.
I've always noticed that I feel like
Depending on what you
that drop stuff are usually monsters. It's not really bosses unless like you're doing like Maven farming and shit.
maybe, but you don't get the opportunity to do that with a Maven boss. Well, not mean like if you're doing a Maven invite or red, like you're not gonna be able to.
Right, but that's because there's no monsters in the thing
Right.
to compensate, right? Because you can't have everything give juice. But the way I see it is, if the portal for the event or for the mechanic is in the middle of the map or halfway through,
Halfway
a
through the
zone,
map, yeah. You're gonna, unfortunately, you're gonna kill half by far.
yeah, it's a missed opportunity of loot, and there's just gonna be.
I mean, yes and no, because I don't think that every mob will get it anyways. It's only
no, but you have a chance.
right.
Or it might just be how many like souls you have go into things. But even then, like you have 2,000 things in there. Say
So all we know, it could be like just 2 packs that get it.
True, but
Then it
yeah,
won't
I guess
matter.
then it won't matter. But
Yeah.
if it's like based on the number of souls, and say like you had like a really really juicy one, but you got to it at 3/4 of the way through the map, and there's only 150 monsters left. We'll say.
No, I get your concern. I think that's I don't think that's. I think your concern would be more like, don't go all in until trying to like spec and hoping that it would juice your maps for you. It would be more the sense of like, use at your own discretion and see how experimentally how it works out in order to juice your maps. I think it might have a good layer, but it might not be as effective and
It's like, because for instance, if they do this like delirium mirrors, I'm fine. Most delirium mirrors you find are in the early parts of the map near a portal.
well, yeah, especially if you spec into it, it'd be right there.
Right. And I think that's excellent. I think that's a really good way of being like, yo, you want? Like, and
I
that's.
wouldn't be
that's
surprised to do
how
something like that too.
I would like that for this.
But it seems
where-
like they're doing it. It seems like they're doing it more like Abyss.
Right. But and abysses are random.
Mm-hmm. And in random locations.
Yeah. So that's just what I wanted to bring
and
up.
even more rewarding.
Continuing.
If this happens to a boss, you could be in for a tough fight. But if
By
you
the
can
way, that cleaver
overcome it,
looks
your efforts will not
badass.
be in vain.
I don't know what skill that is.
Primal
What is
Wisps
that?
grant
That's
an item
Reeve,
rarity
it looks
bonus
like.
to inhabited
Is it?
monsters.
Yeah.
Wild Wisps grant an item quantity bonus, and Vivid Wisps cause them to drop currency
I kind of want to play
items.
like a cast and damage.
If a monster
taken,
gets
like,
all three
rebuild or
types,
some
they'll
shit.
drop more items of a higher rarity and a lot of currency. While exploring the Wildwood, you might find some
like
of the
that
last
effect.
few Asmiri wanderers who have
Just
managed
like
to
the
survive
bugs.
in the forest since it was cursed.
It's like just going away
Each of
and
them
just
have
being like,
different
"Ah,
survival
fuck out."
specializations.
There's
and they
like
are
a
willing
bunch
to
of
teach
roaches
you if you
everywhere.
agree to help them
Yeah.
defeat
Like the
source
forest
of the
isn't that
affliction, the
crazy.
King in the Mists.
Well, you
Choose
know,
which
This
of
was
the
made by
Asmiri
city
you
people.
complete quests for
This
to
is not
unlock one of
Affliction
3 new
League.
ascendancy classes,
you know,
which you can
this
have
is
in
a place
addition to
where
your
like
regular
this is a
ascendancy class.
supernatural infestation.
Up to 8 points for these classes are unlocked as you complete more quests for the Asmiri you are training under.
That's gonna
The
break
Warden of
so
Eves
dude,
can
this
teach
shit's
you to
gonna break
become
so
a
many
Warden of
fucking
the
builds,
Magi,
dude.
a powerful class that takes advantage
think
of
it already
wilderness
did.
knowledge.
I think most people are
The
probably
Warden
saying
of the
they're like
Magi can learn to use tinctures which coat
they're
their
probably
weapon,
just like
granting various
locked with
powerful
shock
effects.
and also like
You can equip
with the
tinctures in your flask
possibilities.
slots and
It's
toggle
like
them on and off at will.
fuck.
You can only have one enabled at a time, but the effects are quite conditional, so
I-
you may want to
I-
have more than one equipped and swap
I'm
between them
kind
during
of
combat.
skeptical on tinctures only because
For example,
they're not
equip the Ironwood Tincture to gain the
flasks.
benefit of always stunning enemies on full life.
flasks are sick, but also tinctures are
Tinctures can
just
also
toggles.
get random mods. This one in particular adds
So-
stacks of wither to targets on full life.
It just depends
and steals
on
frenzy charges on hit.
because
which
they
makes
can
it
get
great as an initiator.
random
When you are
stuff.
fighting rare
It
monsters
depends on
and
how
finishing off
crazy they
tough
get.
bosses, you will want to
That's
swap
true.
to the Oak Branch
If you can
Tincture,
get some real
which
crazy
grants Killing
tinctures
Strike,
like
increased damage
a
against enemies
preview
on
of like
low life,
Headhunter
and has a chance to steal a mod from rare enemies.
Yeah, you have a headhunter mod right there.
right there.
You can
exactly.
buy more tinctures
So,
from the Warden of Eves using Primal Wisps when
I'm
you
sure
find her in
that-
the forest. So
And
keep
this
an
is
eye out
blue,
for
so
her.
I'm sure they got some yellow ones.
As a Warden of the Magi gains more ascendancy points, they gain access to
I
more
don't know
skills
about
that
that.
let them further
They
specialize in
Maybe.
tinctures.
No, they
For
don't have
example,
yellow.
Mages can
What's the thing? I'm
Tinctures?
looking for? No, they don't have yellow. The relics that you use in Sanctum.
What about the
Those
Sanctum?
the relics that you use in Sanctum only come in blue and unique.
Oh, so you thinking it's back like Sanctum?
Yeah, I'm thinking that that's the rarity thing that they're gonna.
I figured it since they're using it like well technically yeah, there's no rare potions either.
Right, there's no rare
Blues
flash.
and uniques, yeah.
So I'm thinking that's the route they're gonna go.
Maybe
Concoction
yeah, you might
allows
be
you to
right.
invest in having your tinctures enhance your flasks. This ascendancy skill makes it important to think about which slots your
Does add a
tinctures are
nice
placed in,
layer if
and
you
what flasks they are
if your
adjacent
class
to.
doesn't necessarily need
You'll have
a
better
bunch of
uptime on those
flasks.
flasks, and they'll be
Yeah,
stronger
that's
as a
true.
result.
That is very true.
But there are plenty more skills to choose, even if you don't want to engage
Flash
with
adjacent to player
tinctures.
gets recharged.
For
That's
example,
actually like
another new
really
ability
good
to
and
unlock
would
is Bark
prevent a
skill.
lot. I feel like what's it called, Jewels or go.
It's a
Oh my
reservation
god,
skill that
what's it
causes
called,
bark
Jewels?
to grow all
Timeless
over your
Jewels are gonna be
body,
fucking
increasing armor.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
As you take damage, the bark falls off, increasing your
They're
evasion.
already insane to begin with.
True, but like it's just one
Over
of those
time,
things
the
where like
bark
when
will
you
grow
think
back,
about how all of these
removing the
things
evasion bonus,
really
but
interact
increasing
with
your
each
armor
other,
again.
it's kind of one of those just like,
The
dude,
Breaker
I
of
can't
Oaths can teach you to
imagine how
become a Warlock of the
multiplicative this
Mists.
work. It's
An
gonna work.
ascendancy
It's because
class
we all know it's gonna
specializing
be
in the darker
multiplicative.
arts of the Asmiri.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's
Yeah.
no way this isn't just like a straight up
One
damage
powerful ability you
multiplier,
can choose is
a
Blood
build
Hunt,
multiplier.
which grants an active skill called
Like
Ravenous.
this shit right here, Ravenous skill. That is awesome.
This
That's
skill lets you
probably
see
the
what type
main
of
reason I
monster
want
is
to
under its
play
life bar. Whether it is a demon,
Spectres.
beast,
I don't
undead,
fully
construct, or
understand this.
humanoid.
Like
Consuming a corpse with the skill
You
gives
get-
a buff to damage.
So
against
first
that
of all,
type
you get the
monster,
corpse,
and
right?
reduces
And
damage
then
taken
you
by
get
it.
rid
You
buffs
can only
based on
have
the
one type
corpse that
active
you're
at a time, so it's a
that
good
you're-
idea to
that you're
choose wisely
consuming.
for the area that
So
you are in.
you get damage reduction from
Some
beasts,
bosses, like the
right?
Maven, are
And
eldritch in nature and don't
Oh,
conform to the
okay,
regular
yeah,
corpses
okay,
that you
I
have
understood.
access to.
I understood the
Don't
first
worry.
time. I guess I
The
must
Breaker
have
of Oaths
blinked
has
or
a shop
something.
where you can
when I
trade wild
saw it the
wisps
first
for
time.
corpses that you can
Like
place on the
these are
ground
gonna be
wherever you
crazy.
are.
Yeah.
Those are gonna be so crazy.
Buy an Eldritch Corpse.
Those
and
are gonna
you'll
be worth
able to get the
buying just
bonus
to
while
sell 'em.
fighting Eldritch entities like the Maven.
I don't know. Hey,
You
wait,
may
hold
notice-
up.
What?
It doesn't say they're bound.
No, you can sell them. They said it. They said on the quick Q&A, you can sell the corpses.
So now, how do I get different ones? I wonder. Is it just going and doing the actual mechanic, or
Yeah,
are there?
that's the only way to get it, the mechanic.
Okay, so then
Because you lose the wisp. It's kind of like ritual, where once you're done in the ritual, that's it. Like your splinters whatever, go away until you do the
Right.
next one. So you'll get. So he has right there 1,500 wisps that he collected throughout this thing, so he can buy up to the 1,500, and then the
so
rest
at the end
get
of the
dispersed.
mechanic. I was thinking this was in someone's hideout. Sorry, I've been
No,
seeing
yeah, this is the mechanic.
Yeah, I was
This
seeing
is what I'm
sometimes.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
lately, and
so
looked like
here you want to buy those Elrich ones and like sell them on the market.
right, or use them.
Oh yeah, I mean, or collect them. Yeah, when you start running bosses.
Did it?
It's you and me.
That most of the corpses.
I think it's
Are
you.
you? Okay.
I can't.
Okay. Well, it won't continue to play.
That most of the corpses he sells are not monsters you normally encounter.
Okay. Here we go.
You might want to try turning some of these corpses into specters.
And that's
to take advantage of
how you
some
get
of
the
the unique
bosses.
abilities that these
Right.
monsters have.
This shit looks so cool.
Yeah, dude.
The Warlock of the Mist
Not crazy.
gives access
Not
to
crazy
many other
expensive.
abilities.
But this is
For
part of
example,
my
there is a
problem
trio
with
of curses
PoE
that you
2.
can pick
Notice how
from.
they're showing us like characters that are obviously like into the
Juiced
game.
up,
some.
yeah.
One
Like
of these curses
not even
targets your
juiced up,
minions,
just in the
giving them
game.
life degen
Like
and making them explode from
In
massive
its
damage
natural
to their near
environment.
death.
in its natural environment, what
One
you
of
would
them prevents
normally
enemies
see.
from
These don't
dealing
look
damage
like
for the latter
maps.
portion
They
of
look
its
like
duration,
maybe
which is quite powerful against
campaign.
bosses.
This is obviously
This curse creates the interesting build decision of whether or not you should increase curse duration or reduce
This is
it.
weird, man. This skill is weird.
I don't
The
think that's a
final
skill. I
curse
think
is a
that's like
mark
a
that
curse.
causes
It's a
enemy
curse.
phantasms to
Oh,
be
it's a
spawned
curse?
when you hit the
Yeah.
marked enemy.
So you curse it, and
These
then they can't
phantasms
do
aren't on your
damage.
side, so
They
they
don't do
work well
damage
with
to you.
on-hit and on-kill trigger effects, for example. The Primal Huntress can teach you to become
Kind of
a
replaces the
wildwood
Immortal Call.
primalist. Unlike the other
I
newer
could
ascendancies,
imagine
the
that. That's
Primal
an
Huntress
interesting
lets you
defensive
customize
layer.
your tree.
Yeah, this shit. Oh
This
my
is
God.
probably
Two
gonna be the
charms that
best
you can
one.
buy from the Primal Huntress for Vivid Wisps.
This is gonna be
Charms have
just
randomly
so
generated mods which give stats from
RNG
regular ascendancy
until
classes,
you come up with the one that
allowing
you
you to
want.
create your
Or
own
buy it.
hybrid
Because
ascendancy class.
or buy it because you could
Mhm.
get the charm sockets.
Charms are magic items that are aligned with different attributes. So, for example,
yep.
this
Attributes.
Ursine charm is strength aligned and has gotten the melee hits have a
But
chance
it
to
works
fortify
similar to like
stat
the
from
Forbidden
champion,
Gem, the Forbidden.
and the ability to stop your movement speed going below base from the
jewels.
Juggernaut.
You're
This
getting
Exile
free
Corvine charm
pieces of a
lets you
different
get the stat
ascendancy.
that makes your consecrated ground
Right.
effects linger from the Inquisitor, and
And
the
minions
effect that
kill
makes
30%
cursed enemies
to
explode
explode.
from the Occultist. Some of the combination of mods
Like,
that you might
that's-
find
that's
for sale on
insane.
charms can be extremely
That is
powerful.
also insane. Wither
So
on
keep
hit.
One thing
a
I've
lookout
learned
for the
about
Primal
Path is
Huntress's
that
shop,
that one
even if you are not
specifically, look.
playing as a primalist.
That +1s to both.
As a primalist,
endurance
you
and
also
power.
get access to a
Insane.
few other interesting abilities.
That what I've learned
Use
about
War
Path
Guys
is
next
that
to corpses
10%,
and they have a chance to
50%
drop an extra
is
item.
actually a fuck ton.
It opens
Yeah.
nearby chests too.
Because you're hitting so many things
The
so
Primalist
fucking
also
often.
gets access to a
most of the
small
time,
extra
where
backpack,
it's just like if
just
you
in case you find yourself needing to
you
cart
hit
more
5
items to
things,
town
you're
during your
triggering
map
that shit.
runs.
Like
LOL at the extra bag.
If you are unhappy with the class you picked, or you just
The
haven't found a
fucking
really great
bag,
item
wonder
for
where
they're
another one
going
of the
with this.
classes, you are able to change which class you are using next time you find one of the Asmeri Wanderers. Just remember that you will have to do their quests in order to gain the ascendancy points for that class. These quests will lead you towards the ultimate goal of the Asmeri.
I wonder if
Finding
you
the
could
King in
do
the
all three
Mists,
all
defeating
three
him,
of their quests
and
at the
cleansing
same
the
time
forest of its
without
affliction
being
once and
their
for all.
ascendancy. Oh wow.
No,
There
you
are
don't.
new
Sorry,
unique
You said you
beyond.
don't. You can only do
rewards
one.
to claim,
Oh, okay.
new ascendancy
Once you do
classes to
one, the
master,
other one
and
kind
the
of like
Affliction
ignores you.
Reef.
Unless you
Now that
do
we've
you
covered
want to
backs in the
switch.
league,
If you
let's talk about
switch,
some of the
then you
changes
start
you
off
can
from
expect
scratch.
to the core game in 323.
I'm
For a start, Ultimatum is finally
for
going core.
Ultimatum.
When talking to players at ExileCon, it was the
That dude's
number one
armor is
feature
so
that people
fucking cool.
requested. When playing through in-game maps, you may sometimes encounter the Trial Master, who offers you a choice to undertake a deadly Val trial in exchange for great rewards.
This was so damn
If you
fun.
defeat the trial, he offers to go double or nothing with you. Do you take the risk and go for an even better reward? Or do you take the winnings you have already earned off the table and go home? We've done a full rebalance of Ultimatum and have added many new mods and rewards,
It's like deal, no
including
deal.
both new and reworked uniques. The base number
Ooh,
of
wait.
That ring, bro.
Hold on. It's a required level 20, 7% rarity. Attacks and spells. That's interesting.
Look at the
Yes.
bottom one. Look at the bottom modifier.
Maximum quality is 200%, but it's corrupted.
Yeah, so they're releasing Tainted Catalyst along with
Oh, because it's
Ultimatum. Yeah. So
But
basically, you'll be able to boost one type of the attribute.
one of these, right?
Yeah, up to 200%. But the ring on its own covers pretty much almost all your bases.
Right. But no, that's my whole point. You would be able to, for instance, like with the life or mana catalyst, you'd be able to just bonkers out the life on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't even know. Like, think about it.
All the attack speed, all the resistances.
Quality, if the maximum quality is 20% or 200%, and the normal max is 20%.
It's a lot, though. It's a lot.
Well, from 26 life.
I mean, this is the rule in this one. We don't know what the max is.
Right, but
it could be 26 to 30, and then 200 another like 200% might be 90.
So that would be 90 HP on a ring, 10 hours, and 6. I don't know. That looks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna call it now. I think this is a bait. I think that item is a bait. It's not that good. It's gonna be unique.
The attack speed, having attack speed and resistances
for like level 20, bro. Like that's kind of my point. Like this is.
I mean, at the very least, it could definitely be a good level up item.
Yeah, like if you want to use this until you get to maps, sure.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But as far as like making a build like significantly better, nah, dude. You can do better. You can do better with just like rare rings, obviously. You know, some rare rings are fucking bonkers.
Fair enough. There's a modifier on one of the skill trees that I'll probably be going into first.
Wait. Hold the fuck up. I'm sorry. When hit, gain a random movement speed modifier from 40% reduced to 100% increase until hit again.
So you gotta keep getting hit, and once you get that 100, just keep running.
Motherfucker, what? Like, why? I don't even understand why those boots exist. Wait.
It's called the gamble sprint.
Bro, you know where I want to use these boots? I want to use this with a cast when damage taken. Because the Forbidden Right counts as a hit. The game won't know what to do. With 7% rarity of items, and if you increase, I guess I don't know.
It's a weird.
Oh, did it do that thing again? It did. Hold on, let me see if I do.
Rounds for an ultimatum trial is now always 10.
Yeah, for
with
some
a
reason
chance
I
to
have to hit
spawn
the
the
button
trial
on the
master
bottom
boss
left.
fight on the 10th
It won't let me
round
hit
if you are
the
able to
space
make
bar
it that
again.
far. As part of 323, we have also removed Metamorph from the game. All the catalysts from Metamorph have now been moved to be rewards for
useless shit.
Honestly, my
also
problem
added
with
a new
Metamorph isn't
Val-themed
even like
catalyst that
the
works on
mechanic
corrupted
itself.
items.
It's the rewards from it.
Yeah,
As is normal for
very
most
subpar.
content
It's very hard to
returns
get those
in
body
game,
parts,
we have
man.
introduced new
Unless
ultimatum
you're
passive
like
skills to
souped
the
up
Atlas
spec
tree.
into it, and even then it's like subpar.
One
And
great
then
example is
getting the
Keystone
catalyst that you
Grueling
want is
Gauntlet.
such a low fucking chance.
It makes ultimatums
Getting a
last
good
3
amount
extra
of them is even
rounds,
worse.
but you
Like,
cannot choose the modifiers.
trying to do meta
and
is
it
just not
prevents the
fun at
final
all.
trial master
It's
boss
really
fight
sad
from
because I
spawning.
do like Metamorph.
The level
It
of
was a
challenge
fun
becomes extreme
mechanic.
during the last 3 rounds, and not being able to choose the modifiers
Build a
makes it
bear
even
with
harder.
things that you're murdering.
The rewards are insane, and for those with
That's a
very
good.
high-end
That's actually a
characters,
good
it might be a
description
bet
of
worth
what it is.
making.
Build a bear.
There are lots of other Atlas passive skills you can pick from for ultimatum, so choose wisely.
Divines.
Now,
Rediv,
it's time to talk
go.
about one of the largest metagame changes we've ever made. There were 3 systems in Paths of
blew my
Exile that were
fucking
all
mind.
trying to
This
subtly
right here.
modify the behavior of skills.
Yeah,
These
this
were
is
alternate quality
cool.
gems, labyrinth helmet enchants,
I like what
and
they did
unique
to
threshold jewels.
the shrine too.
We've combined all of
Like
these
the
together
physical
to create
shrine,
a new
that
system
that
called
actually looks
Transfigured
fucking
Gems.
awesome.
Yeah,
It
but
allows us to fully achieve the
I
goal
want
of
to pause
these
it
3
in when it
systems
gives you
and
the
then some.
choices. When it gives you
Transfigured
choices.
gems are alternative versions
One,
of
because it
existing
gives
skill
new
gems
life
with
to the
different
trial.
functionality and balance.
Those, I want
of
those.
versions.
This is it's
We have
stupid.
added a huge number of these
Those are
interesting
awesome.
variations that drastically change how existing skills play.
Spin.
For example, Frost Bomb of
Bombs.
Instability. It changes it from a cooldown skill that you can cast occasionally for a large explosion into a skill that you can cast continuously but deals less damage and doesn't apply cold exposure. It changes the role of
A lot
Frost
of people
Bomb
are
from a
going to be going
utility
that.
skill into a
I
main
don't know.
damage
Like going
skill.
Frostbomb.
That's a lot
Another
of
example
damage
is
lined
Detonate
up.
Dead of Scavenging. You
This is
can't
2.
use it on corpses that were created by desecrating
I don't
or
think this is
unearthed,
going to be used
but
very
in
much.
exchange it does a whole lot more damage.
Dude,
You
this
won't
I
be
think
able to
there
use
will
it
be
as your
some
main
builds
that
reliable
use it.
source of
It can
damage,
set off
but
a
it's
chain
a great skill
reaction.
to use as a 4-link utility to get some extreme burst damage. Raise Zombie
Wait,
of 4
no?
will lot more
This is
damage.
your shit. This is your shit.
Wait, hold up. Targets causing it to explode, dealing fire. No. So the problem I see with this is that it's only in use when corpses are around, and they don't work off corpses you create.
I mean, yeah, so you can't use desecrate, but like, let's say you kill the first set and then you use it,
But that's
and then it kills the
but
next set. Like,
But I feel like the only people that'll do that is like what, wanders?
I mean, spell slingers.
Right, like wanders. It's like,
Yeah.
but that's maybe, I don't know. Like, to me, that just seems like such a very strange limitation that limits its
I
viability.
mean, you could
in
use this
such a way.
along with volatile dead.
Well, no, you can't use this with all of them. They both consume corpses.
Yeah, but see, one consumes your own corpses while the other one consumes other corpses. Whatever you could like set them.
No, I don't think they have only take corpses from this source.
I trust
You
Gazzy.
won't be able to use
I
it
trust
as your
Gazzy.
main
Gazzy's gonna
reliable
come up
source
with some
of
sick
damage,
shit.
but it's a great skill to use as a
We'll
4-link
see.
utility to get some extreme burst damage.
This shit.
Yeah.
This shit right here, bro. I can't fucking wait. This shit's gonna be so stupid. Oh, just summoning
Imagine this
corpses.
one. Yeah,
God.
dub with like faster cast speed. Like fucking
Maybe like because it's a
increased
spell.
projectiles.
Not even that, dude. This is a spell, which means that it can work with what's the word? Spell echo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, whenever you can
Raise
do like
zombie of
increase
4.
projectiles and be like,
Instead of
and
raising
maybe,
a zombie
yeah.
from a
Give it
corpse,
more
you summon them
bodies.
from midair. They
Does
fall
not
to their
require
death,
a
dealing
corpse.
AoE
This
damage
is
with
and
a
look at the animation,
While
dude.
this
I
sounds
fucking
like a
love
physical
it.
damage version of Firestorm, you should consider that it scales with minion damage and also triggers on-death minion effects. Blight of Contagion.
It's just so funny.
This
is
version of Blight
honestly,
is now
this is
spread
a
by Contagion,
no-brainer. This
so you
one
can
right
use
here.
it as part of
This
your
is pretty
Essence
good.
Drain build. We have a huge
Yeah,
number
that was a
of
no-brainer.
these. Transfigure
I feel like
Firestorm
it
into
took
Firestorm
too
with
long to figure
Meteors,
this out.
Transfigure Blade Trap into Blade Trap of Great
Yeah,
Swords,
I do as
Transfigure
well.
Barrage into Barrage of Volley Fire, and so
This
on.
was dude, yeah. I
There's
like
a
this
lot
one.
to experiment with, and we look forward to seeing what builds you can come up
That's
with.
huge. It's a huge fucking.
But how do you get
AoE.
Transfigure gems?
Right,
The Divine
pause,
Font
pause,
at the end of the
pause,
Eternal
pause,
Labyrinth has been...
Pause. Okay.
I wanted to wait.
Okay.
Wait. You had to touch me. I remember what you were talking about. I wasn't gonna pause it before the things were coming up. It's all good.
So, this is one of the reasons why I love it so much. One, I don't have to do a brand new content to do what I need, right? It's fucking trials, right? We do 3-4 of them just to get our ascendancies. But having a reason to go back to a trial that is not a pain in the goddamn, like farming for helmet insurance is a job.
I have the same issue with this though, because regardless, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like doing trials. I don't like fucking doing Izaro. I find any boss that has like a required amount of shit that it's supposed to do before it fucking goes into its next phase just completely defeats the purpose. If they
But they
change
did
it,
improve the odds. You get 3 choices.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't like.
I wonder
that.
if it's exhaustive. It's the 3 choices of like all the possible choices that can be from this skill. That's the question they didn't ask. Like he puts arc in, and then the thing gives you 3 choices of what this can turn into.
Yeah, and there's also crafts remaining.
You can change to a gem crafting device that can modify your skill and support gems in a lot of new ways.
Sacrifice.
One of the options you can now choose
One of the things
is to
that
turn a
we
skill
gotta
gem
make sure
into
we
one of
always have
3
gems on
transfigured
us
gems.
just to transfigure them.
But that isn't all the
Well,
Divine
yeah.
Font can do. It has a lot of other gem crafting options you can use. For example, you can add
Because you
quality
mean,
to gems,
it's
add experience to
random.
gems,
Never mind.
Yeah.
sacrifice a
This
gem
is
for
my
1 or more
problem.
treasure
Never
keys to
mind.
open a Zara
Like,
chest.
it's the
Still.
same
You can exchange support
thing.
gems
It's
for exceptional
literally
support
the
gems like
same.
Empower or Enlighten.
It's
I mean, it'll be
different,
easy
These are
to
just some of the
buy.
options
It'll
you'll
be
find
easy
that
to
the
buy
Divine
because you don't have
Font
to worry
is now
about the
capable of.
base.
In order to
Honestly,
replace the
I'm gonna
rewards
be
and
real
heists
with
that
you. I
previously
feel
gave
like
alternate
it's
quality gems,
it
we've
is
done
in a better
rebalance of the
position.
rewards.
Right, obviously, it is a better position than it was because now there are 3 mechanics tied to it, which means if you're farming one, you're automatically farming the other 2.
Yeah.
That's that in itself, great, good job. Bundle more things that you can farm with. Give the random RNG choice. We're all here
There's
for
some
lava.
there's some legitimate like path trial runners.
Yeah,
Just
lab
run
runners.
trials.
Sure.
Yeah, just
And those people love doing it, and that's fine. My issue comes from the fact that I just hate lab. So now you've put 3 mechanics locked behind the thing that I don't like. So for me, like the whole alternate quality gem and having all these things, really cool. I'm glad they're there. I'm happy they're bringing more variety. I'm gonna be pissed if fucking every one that I look for is gonna be 10 divine, and I'm forced to go do lab to fucking beg at the RNG factor again.
I
because
think
on
day
Steam-
one they're going to be 10 divines.
Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, when I was doing that totem, the ice spear totem build,
Mhm.
I got really deep into the game. I got
Well, the good thing
got
about it is that
min maxing, and then I had to spend 10 div to have a lab runner go through and get my enchant for
so
me because it's just
by
too
the
damn.
end, by the time you get your Uber lab, we'll have 24 alternative gems.
No,
Why not? What you mean?
you will have
3.
the opportunity.
You get the chance of 3 each time you do it.
No, you don't. It's random.
Transform a skill gem to a random of the same color. So you don't get what I don't they show you 3 though?
Right,
3
but
options.
the thing is it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get this transform a random thing into
What I'm
the
saying
thing.
is that you multiply it by 2 since we're both doing it and we're both putting it in. Chances are we might get the transfigured gems that we're looking for our builds.
I suppose you're right, but then that still goes through the fact where, like, I understand you're like just the ascendancies that we have to run any fucking way.
Mhm.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not happy about it.
I get what you mean though. I mean, look, add 60 mil experience to a gem. Okay, but
I don't like. Don't get me wrong. If I happen to have an enhance or something like that where the fucking XP is fucking crazy, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, 60 mil, give me that shit. But
well,
I'm not
look,
running.
that's deterministic. Transform a skill gem to a random transfigured version. Well, no, that's random.
Like, hold up, we saw the craft.
These are just some of the options you'll find the Divine Font is now capable of.
So I guess
In order to
Wanted
replace the
him to
rewards
take
and
that
heists
out,
that
he didn't.
previously gave or accept. For example, you can use this to turn a skill gem into one of 3 transfigured gems.
So maybe
But
it
that isn't
gives
all the
you
Divine Font
that
can do.
first 2 craft
It has a lot of other
guaranteed.
gem crafting options you can use. For example, you can add quality to gems.
so it's same
add
color
experience to
and then
gems,
transfigured version.
sacrifice a
So it
gem
means
for one or
that
more
it
treasure
gives you
keys
3
to open
different
Azara's chests,
arcs.
and you can even
but
exchange
don't know which
support
kind
gems
of
for
arcs they're gonna
exceptional
give you.
support gems like Empower or Enlighten.
Okay,
These are just some of the options you'll find the Divine Font is now capable of.
I guess
In order to
it's
replace the rewards,
again.
We may have to
it-
try it.
previously
We may
gave
have to
ultimate
just
I
try
don't
it
think
and
it's in a
feels.
worse
We have done a
position.
rebalance of the rewards.
I don't
of
think it's in
heists
a
as
worse
well.
position. I just don't think that's.
I feel like it's
what-
better
Experimented
than
base types have been
doing
rebalanced.
bases and
New
an helmet
replica
and
uniques have
chance.
been added and old
feel like
ones
it's better than
changed,
that.
and we have
It
increased
is,
the
yeah.
amount of currency from display cases.
Hold up, what? Your maximum endurance charge is equal to your maximum frenzy charges. +1 fortification per endurance charge, 7% increase the cooldown of travel skills per frenzy charge. 7%. Oh, what?
Chance to lose a friendship when you use a travel
Wow!
skill.
Wait, is this a flicker strike amulet?
I think so. Cooldown recovery of travel skills per frenzy charge. Yeah, because flicker doesn't not use travel skills.
Flicker is technically a travel.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a movement. It's a travel skill.
Then no, but when you use flicker, you consume some of your frenzy charges. I'm
Yeah. So your maximum frenzy charges are equal to your endurance charge. I think. Wait, hold up. +1 to
Then
maximum.
no, it's not a flicker strike. No, can't be.
20%, 22% chance to lose frenzy charge when you use a travel skill. But the thing is
You get defenses back. Yeah, you
right.
get fuckload
But
of
you
defenses.
get. But wait, you have to understand. If you get a minimum frenzy charge as something, this is fucking flawless. Because you'll
Well-
always have a frenzy charge. You'll always have at least 7% cooldown recovery rate. You'll always
But
have.
what do you
a
see
minimum
minimum?
endurance. No,
It's-
you get one. You can get them on the tree. Getting a minimum to your frenzy or endurance charges is not hard.
Yeah, but if you every time you use your flicker, you you lose another
minimum
fringe.
endurance charges or minimum. I'm not talking maximums. You can change your minimum. Meaning, if you put your minimum at 1, it doesn't matter if it's supposed to consume it, it won't. Therefore, I'm wondering if what happens when that's what I'm saying. I think that means
It would require some trial and error to see how it would function. The increased cooldown recovery rate of travel skills per frenzy charge, I think that would benefit a lot for frenzy, because there is a lock on the cooldown.
Right. And then if you get your minimums up, because you can get 1 per ring.
Oh my god, it just cause epilepsy.
You get 1. I didn't do anything.
No, I'm saying you can cause epilepsy if your cooldown rate is that low with Flicker Strike.
Because I know you can get 2 on the rings, 1 on the chest, and I think 1 on the amulet. So that's a minimum of 4. Granted, very low chances to get them. Very expensive to buy them.
Yeah,
but that'll put you that'll put you at 21%, right?
I think the most.
No, that'll put
the
you at
most I've seen an end game build when I did it. It was 14 frenzy charges.
So you can get the cooldown recovery rate on that fucking ridiculous, and you'll be tanky as well because your maximum endurance charges are equal to your maximum.
Yeah, 14 endurance charges.
But wait. You couldn't? Okay, so you couldn't because wait, maybe you could. There's that item that makes your endurance charges equal to your frenzy charges.
But it says the amulet already says it. Your maximum endurance charges equal to your maximum frenzy charges.
No. There's another thing that makes it equal, meaning your current is your current.
Oh, you still need to build the endurance charges.
Right. So you have to find a way to build the endurance charges, but if you find a way to tie them to your frenzy charges, it doesn't matter. You just build frenzy charges, and this will make them automatic.
This might make cast on taking damage enduring cry. It might bring it back.
Oh, that's interesting. This is interesting. That's an interesting amulet. I'm wrong in some of my assumptions.
Flicker builds are already glass cannons as they are.
Right, but getting so much free fortification per endurance charge.
Yeah.
And then
you might be right about it.
I don't know, dude. I think that might be great. Oh, it did it again.
As well. On top of this, we have gone through and buffed the quality stats on most damage dealing skills. In most cases, they will be significantly more powerful than before, and also more interesting.
I don't like the some alternative
Overall,
gems.
This is one of the largest metagame shifts that we've ever done.
You don't need to.
There are so many crazy new skill combinations to plan around.
I feel like it went from decreasing by 20% attack speed to +1 to projectile.
To talk about the new supporter packs.
I need to level up 20 levels in order to get that +1.
At this point, we'd usually talk about the League supporter packs.
You mean
We're
quality?
doing things a bit differently this year.
It's quality.
Rather than releasing League supporter packs today and then our annual core packs 2 weeks
GCP,
later,
it's 20C,
we've combined it all together into a strong set
Still,
of core
man,
supporter
like,
packs that will
give me
be
+2. Give me, make it worth it, man. You talking about 20% attack speed, bro?
So many crazy. In most cases,
attack. What? It went from 20% attack speed to +1 secondary projectile.
Yeah, I don't want the attack speed.
But part of a tornado shot is attacking much quicker.
Yeah, but you already hitting crazy. Everything else in your build screams attack speed, but the thing that everybody needs to spend crazy fucking money on is an extra projectile.
Fair enough. You're right. I didn't think about that. How hard it is actually to get extra projectile.
It's really hard
because you got to get that shit on the bow. I forgot about that. Yeah. I was looking at other spells because a lot of the spells that they added have the same quality. They went. I could probably show it later, but if you look through the patch notes, 90% of the changes that they did was all on quality. The quality on it, and most of them have this look. Like basically, instead of it being like cooldown reduction or attack speed, it's just straight up one more projectile.
Well, the one that I really enjoyed, which is the spark variation, which increases the projectile speed.
Yeah, that they took that out and now added another projectile.
No.
I looked at the patch notes. I specifically looked for it. I was like, what did they do to spark?
So And did they? Is there? But the thing is now there's an easier fucking what's it called to an alt quality of it, which gets you what?
I don't know. I don't know what the.
I don't know. I feel
they haven't revealed what all the transfigured my gems are.
Even in the situation of like they take away projectile speed from Spark, I don't even think that's all that bad.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
20% damage, right? At worst, 20% damage, and you get that somewhere else on your tree. You can also get it from your ascendancy if you go Scion. Granted, fuck ever go Scion, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know.
No, there's I don't think the attack speed, the projectile speed is a game breaker, especially when you have one more projectile on the map.
Right, and I think
sparkers are already insane when it comes to that.
I think that's a bigger boon, and by having more projectiles on the quality, I think that ends up helping. And think about ashes.
Mm-hmm.
That turns out one projectile to like 3.
And that's assuming that it goes up that high.
It does, yeah.
Because it says 0 to 1.
No, it doesn't matter.
I don't know, maybe
I know for
if you go 40%, would it be like you think 2 secondary projectiles?
No, you get 2. Yeah, you got 2. 100%. Like I guarantee.
Damn, son, that's gonna make ashes fucking insanely pricey.
That's the reason why some alternate quality gems are so much more expensive in conjunction with Ashes of the Stars, because Ashes of the Stars is bumping up the quality by 28 to 30%. And that, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot, which is why like that the quality on like projectile speed goes up way more with like Ashes. Ashes just is really good amulet. I think Ashes is gonna be the amulet this
yeah week. Yeah. I mean, if what you're saying is true, that they don't lock it at 1.
Yeah, I know for a fact they 100% they do not.
I find it curious that the fact that they go out their way to put 0 to 2, 0 to 1 kind of shit. I'm a little curious at that to see why they did that, but
they're assuming the normal max, which is 20%, but it's through other shit because there's multiple ways of doing it.
Because the way I look at it too, there's no reason to get a 2023.
Right, exactly.
Other than you use combining with Ashes.
Yeah, no. Well, oh god, that it brings that the 2023 on a more projectile would not affect it. Yeah, you're correct, 100%, because that extra 3% doesn't equal the 20% it takes to get the extra one. But on an Ashes, if you had a 28% Ashes and you had a 2023, you definitely go to a 50% qual gem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's awesome. That's gig. That's giga. That's super good.
It says they will be significantly more powerful than before, and also more interesting.
Like overall, I can see exactly why, like in certain
they think it's more powerful than before. Absolutely is.
I think that what you're
I think more projectiles overall is going to be more. It's going to be more shit on the screen.
Next up, I'd like to hand back over to Chris to talk about the new supporter packs.
Oh, this is the sexy right here.
At this point, we'd usually talk about the League supporter packs.
I did see one thing
differently this year.
That I'm like 100%. I have to
get
that.
Pause. Get ready to hit that
2 weeks later, we've combined it all together into a strong set
of supporter packs. There's a few good shit that's hidden. I was like, oh wait, what? That shit look dope.
The series
this look dope.
5 packs.
The surfboard.
Yeah, it's dope. Come on, bro.
It's pretty cool.
That's garbage. That's all right. This is all right.
Yeah, you have sound for
this is dope.
That is dope.
Dope.
100% dope.
And you can actually fight things. Look.
That is dope.
This is dope.
That's the one, bro. Whatever pack this is in, I have to get.
That's the one.
This is one, bro.
That's better, in my opinion, than the bell.
Oh, fuck you.
Better than the bell, bro.
The thing that makes me sad is I have the bell.
Because look at the bodies. Look at the bodies on the perimeter.
Yeah. They're all locked underneath. And like clambering to get out. Yeah, that shit is like beyond. It's so freaking.
We'll unveil the full details of each.
That shit is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
In the meantime,
that shit is badass. The dudes up there just whipping him. Like
I love how they started showing more of them. They just kind of like
launches on the 8th of December.
What the fuck
Thank you so much for your ongoing.
I think that's an animation for when you use the choreographing station. Yeah.
These packs will be available.
What is that, by the way? Hold on. Is that just a death effect?
In the meantime,
yeah.
Wait.
You suck up their Oh wait, they show it. The big ass arm. The big ass arm that falls.
Right. Yeah. I don't want that one because I'm pretty sure my computer can't handle having to render that.
That's
yeah.
But that's dope.
That's dope, but I don't think my PC's strong enough to do that. Fucking 50 times in a map.
Imagine this shit.
I've had something similar because I have the statue that comes from the sky, and what happens is I literally dip to 0 frames for like 2 frames.
Thanks for joining.
It's not for long. It's not for long at all, but my computer is just not able to fucking just like grab that out of nowhere.
We'll begin the Q&A shortly, so please get your
makes me
questions.
mad. It's like, because I would love to keep it up all the time, but I like.
Let's pause it here. We don't need to see that shit no more. Let's go into the Q&A now.
Yeah.
The only thing other than it's the shit. Any way I can make this bigger? The actual that looks like shit. The actual sentences for the make it bigger. No, come on, can I make it bigger? Doesn't make me bigger.
Open in browser.
Open image in new. Can I just fucking no? It's not letting me make it bigger. Zoom in, but that doesn't really help either. Guess it was better on my phone when I pulled it up. Well, what's messed up about it is that they uploaded it here, but it didn't upload it to their webpage. So I can't even go into their webpage and get it up. Let me see if they have it now.
So I can look at the first one, I think, right? I can't make it bigger, but at least we have it. Oh wait, I see all 3 here. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Yeah. And I can't make it full screen either, so. You probably do like. Yeah. You could do the.
You can go on their web. You can go on their web page, and it's like
control scroll up. 500% works for me.
Whatever.
Or don't. Like that's my whole point. Like it's not gonna make a break.
That doesn't work for me.
Okay.
I'll do that. It's fine. So the first one I'm looking for is the Magi. That's the first one that shows up for me. The skill that I was talking about is the Oath of the Magi. I'm picking that up first thing because it gives you increased movement speed, 30%, as long as you have nothing socketed in your boots.
So just throwing this out here, I think the sleeper skill in this entire tree is Detect Evil. Not in all 3 ascendancies, but in this particular ascendancy, Detect Evil 100%.
It says, okay, why you say that?
Your hits against marked enemies cannot be blocked or suppressed. The amount of shit that actually does do that in maps is actually really, really high. Rare and unique enemies within 120 meters have mini-map icons. How is that bad? I think that is really good because there's mark on hit, and that just means that things just can't block or suppress you. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I think I was thinking the same thing when I first read it. I can't, but I also thought about it like, well, I don't fucking use builds that use typically mark shit, so that may not work for me. But I think if you're one of those builds that uses a mark skill, or it'll be an incentive at least to add one.
Yeah, elemental hit, for instance, is gonna love that.
This skill is gonna enable a lot of builds that typically are not one-shot killers.
I think that's so good. That's so good. It's crazy. I think it's so weirdly good because at least in my brain, it might be just like one of those like my brain is hung up on it for no particular reason, and it's just not as good as I think it is, which might be the absolute truth. But my brain just hits on it. It's just like these are all cool, but Detect Evil is just like sleeper fucking broken. If I had that for lightning arrow, I don't think my build would have been so difficult to make work. That would have been a lot easier.
I guess I felt over the Magi. I focused on it because I'm thinking to myself, like, what would make it easy to level right off the bat? And that skill alone gives you 50% to all resist, as long as you have no sockets in your helmet. Like, that completely destroys gold. Excuse me. Like, at least having a white helmet not work.
On that onslaught helmet.
That's true.
The single red socket onslaught helmet. You put that on, just a 50 fucking res helmet.
But then, if as long as you don't have nothing socketed, you have another 50.
Right. No, because the one with onslaught doesn't have shit other than onslaught.
Right. There's a few of them. It doesn't discount whatever stats are on the helmet. You just can't have sockets on it. Like socket.
But my thing is I wouldn't use it to put on another thing. I wouldn't use it to make a 90 resist helmet slot. I would use it to put like onslaught on my build for fucking free and still be able to get just 50 all res. Because that's.
But it's to level through the campaign. That is a pretty good skill to have. Like
I agree.
Any of those.
Yeah, they're all good. The 30% movement speed, like that just turns you into like giga speed. But if you're just using, for instance, if you can just somehow make your build work with nothing but the slot in the weapon and your chest
body,
yeah. Because I wouldn't go with like defenses from equipped body armor or double. That's garbage. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like it's the life is meh. The maximum life is meh. But the helmet and the movement speed, those two are.
I actually might level that. During our leveling, I might put that on.
I'm the first thing I'm doing. From what I've heard, to get your first 2 points are like the easiest thing. That's my first 2 points right there. Is going straight into that. Because that's gonna cut down on at least an hour or two on how long it'll take the campaign. Because most of it is because you're slow. You know what I mean? Especially in the first 4 or 5 before you get your movement speed and you get your bonuses for movement speed. It's gonna take a while.
I don't like that bark.
No, I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
To me, it's just like real super fucking meh.
Until you brought up Detect Evil, I wasn't really thinking about the tincture build for the most part.
I do like 10% a chance to avoid non-damaging ailments per bark below maximum, but from what I see, there's no way to increase your maximum. So that goes up to what, 30%? Which is better than nothing, but nah. That's a little
feels like a bait and switch.
Yeah, for something that's actually like really important to deal with. Once you're getting into like what do you call it? Like high level. My God, dude, what are they called? The delirium things that come from the splinters when you make them. Simulacrums.
Mm-hmm.
Like late game simulacrums, you need to like 100% avoid non-damaging ailments or unaffected by. Because shit will just fuck you up because of chilled, frozen, because of brittle, shocked, and sapped. Like, and scorched. Those things are the worst because everything up there does them. And like you'll just sit there and you'll be at like a 90% fucking brittle. And everything is fucking like critting the shit out of you. And you're like, why am I getting crit? Yeah, because you have no defenses anymore.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that they added something in there for it. I'm kind of sad that it's not stronger. If they had made that at 15%, I'd been happy.
Okay.
Because at 30% at 2 stacks after you get hit once, yeah, okay, all right, sure, I can take that.
So I believe the next one is the Warlock.
Yeah, let's take a look at this shit. This is the one that I'm going.
Warlock seems very promising for spellcasters. There's a lot of shit here. It's like,
hold the fucking phone. Does that shit just say skills cost life instead of mana?
Yeah.
Skills reserved life instead.
Eldritch Battery, bro.
Oh no. 30%. Oh no. Oh no.
No, look at the Prison Power. Look at Prison Power.
Why can't I get rid of that bar?
Yeah, I know. I'm
Removes
gonna
all
read it to
energy.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
it removes all energy shield from equipped armor, but then you gain it as life instead. Now,
So
when
okay.
I first read this, I didn't read the equipped armor. I got so fucking hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me I can get fucking 16,000 HP?
Right.
Because you can build a crazy amount of energy shield, especially with
Right.
their nodes.
And then also you have -6 maximum life.
But
level.
you can, if it's just your magic armor by itself, understand this, that's as easy. $1,000 or $2,000. 1 to 3,000.
And with a
Because,
-600 to life, like.
well, remember, there's energy shield nodes that you're going to be bumping up your energy shield.
But this is only for equipped armor, so
Right.
it's
So
only
let's say
going.
you can build 600, maybe let's say, roughly 4 to 600 ES plus your nodes. That bumps it up.
This helps for something like the build that I was using. What was the build that I was trying to make? That I was trying to use that one item. My God, I haven't played PoE in so long. I've forgotten so much so far, or so. Something's decree, Queen's decree. No,
Queen's the
no.
yeah, that's the staff.
It's the no. It's a wrong thing though. Sorry, phone call coming in. It was one of the things that lowers your like maximum HP and gives it to your ES or something like that. That might be pretty good for that. You unconvert and then reconvert, and that might be pretty neat. But I don't know. I'm not good with ES builds, and I don't know how to scale.
Yeah, I've
them.
never been good. Yeah, I've never been good with that one either. But
Like,
I have seen some bonkers one.
I have two, like something rolling around with like 16k ES, and I look at their POB, and I'm like, I have no idea how you accomplish this. Like,
yeah,
no idea.
So when I read that stat, I'm like, you telling me I can convert all that ES to my HP bar? What the hell?
That would be too much.
But it would kill your ability to do auras. You definitely need an aura bar for that.
I'm kind of sad that Choir of the Damned, Black Mask, Creeping Lobotomy don't actually have tooltips.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah.
Rents level 20.
If you read Foul Pack, it kind of gives you a little bit of information, not too much.
Enemies pacified take a 20% increased damage. Many of the afflicted have onslaught.
I mean, you can guesstimate of like what it does based on those descriptions.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So hold on. I need to look at this for a half a second because I want blood. I want blood hunt 100%. I want.
That's gonna blood hunt is gonna be good for killing bosses.
I believe it's called Choir of the Damned. I believe that's the one that marks my own minions and gives.
You know what's crazy about blood hunt though? That you can kill the first pack and literally take any body from that first pack and kill the entire map. Because that first pack typically is the preview of all the creatures, like Goatmen, for example.
Yeah.
If you're like a Goatman map,
I'm not sure if it's giving you that much. I know it's giving you like
even it's 10%, bro. Like even if it's 10%.
Well, but I don't know what it'll give. We have to. I think I need more specifics to see what buffs it actually gives.
It gives you the dude said it on the It said it gives you increased percentage damage against those creatures specifically.
I thought it was saying that it reduces your damage taken by those creatures.
Oh, I've heard more damage. Like you do more damage against them.
Maybe it's both, and we both just heard the wrong thing or our specific thing. So let's see. For this, I would want to go Sanguimancy, Blood Hunt. Do I want Cannibalized Faith? Your spells cast.
Are you not gonna run any auras?
This is for my other build, my secondary build.
Yeah, your Necro.
Yeah.
You sure you're not gonna run no auras for your minions?
In late game, I'll have what's it called for it? AG.
Smart. Okay.
And then I don't think Cannibalized Faith would be good for that kind of build, but it would be good for like a cast of damage taken. That's interesting. That is actually really good for casting damage taken. That removes the need for that ring that every time you summon a skeleton that it takes HP away from you. Or the need for 2 of them, rather, for low-end builds. This would just mean that you need 1 even on a low-end build, and you could just proc it, and you would... Yeah, that's super good. I don't know what I would take as my 4th thing. I guess Foul Pact,
Whenever
right?
something Dark Effigy is, whatever that does.
Well, because I was thinking Sangomancy, Foul Pact, and that would mean that I have to get Choir of the Damned, and then that does leave the Blood Hunt. So I think
you either go Foul Pact, Blood Hunt, and Sanguinancy, or you go
yeah, I don't get Soul Splitting. I go all the way down to Foul Pact, and then I get Sangomancy and Blood Hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
The key thing is what to get. Probably Pacify.
I was thinking the Affliction for things that are not my specters. I'm also like thinking I might just kill a lot of my own specters that way. Oh, that's a source of pain. That's future.
I mean, Pacify is one of those things where it's like nice 20% boost, but
yeah,
I could see it both ways.
All right, and then we should check out the last one, the Primalist.
This is probably going to be the sleeper one.
Your war cries attain sources. Your war cries open chest.
Excuse me. Depending on the charms you can get. Depending on how crazy the charms get, this may be the one.
Yeah, I know that it's got to be good. There's no way it ends up bad.
This is a fucking build your own jewel.
Way more than a jewel.
Cluster jewel. Even though you can't build your own cluster jewel, but this is like goes that.
This is like an extra cluster jewel that has nothing to do with the rest of your passive tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is sick. This has the opportunity to be sick. And the way that they were saying it being like, if you find items from other things, there's no like real penalty for losing them. So I'm wondering if, like, for instance, we do the first set. We get
and as we get charms, as we start getting sick charms, you'd be like, yo,
I want to trade. Or I want to chain.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, if I go and I trade and the sick charm that I found isn't quite as good as I wanted, or it doesn't function with my build, do I still remain having the same amount of points with the one that I swapped from?
Nah, you got to start over.
If I do, that'll make me so fucking sad.
Yeah, you got to
I feel like
quest.
Well, I feel like it should be like ascendancies. Like, if you respec your ascendancy, you don't go
at least
and have to go and redo it. You just
see, they only did that, but they only did that. They only did that after the fact.
But I want this for only if I go back to the spec. I don't want to have to grind this out every time I decide to try to fucking experiment. Like, that would make this to where, don't get me wrong, I understand like meaningful choice and that kind of aspect of it, but I really, really would want to be able to experiment with this because a lot of these nodes are really fucking cool. A lot of the things are really neat, and you would want to try.
Well, they say that the first six you get are easy peasy.
Right, but even then, like, if I did it once, I don't want to do it again.
Well, you know,
I'd rather just go.
I would if the content does go core. I wouldn't be surprised if the ascendancies you just gotta spend a certain amount of regrets to get them.
Right. Well, the thing is, they said that you could switch freely, but I'm wondering if I get to keep the quest progression. That is my thing. Because if you can, then that means you can just max one out on a character, and there's no real like reason not to. Right? You would engage, want to engage with this because there's no reason I can't experiment and swap in between these as I need them for different content.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy though. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Where you can max out all 3 of them and then just swap back and forth.
Right, I would want that because I feel
that's too much.
I don't think that's too much because again,
even the ascendancies have a cost. You gotta fucking
get the regrets.
Yeah.
Give me a cost, but don't make me go do the same. Well, even if it is the same content, but the problem with it is like when I respec, my ascendancy.
Well, you can't blow through all the quests all at once. You gotta find them in maps. So you have to do maybe like 20, 30 maps in order to find all the quests.
That's my problem. I want my points when I go back.
You're being greedy. That's what your problem
I'm
is.
not being greedy. I'm actually being very much reasonable, and GGG should make whatever changes possible to suit that. No. But man, awesome set of shit.
What's the verdict here?
I think everything is going to be broken.
I think so too. It's going to be a fun league.
I don't think there's going to be very many builds where it's like, oh, I want to try to play this and make this skill work. With how many options we've been getting in the game lately, and how many like real impactful bits to the core game that we've been getting, updates and quality of life changes. There's so much in the game that you can't fucking force to work somehow. I'm happy about that.
I'm looking at some of the transfigured gems that they already released.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad. I recommend looking at them. There's some of the preview ones. Obviously, there's not the full complete list, but they're very interesting. They're very interesting on how they're planning on releasing them. But yeah, we have not said this throughout the entire recording, but hit those buttons.
Holy shit. I was not even going to ask for buttons today because I was
so amped up. We don't even care. We don't care about don't support us. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, don't support us. Just support Path and play the league. As a matter of fact, play Trade League to make the economy healthy. That will be your contribution. Accept trades for 1C.
That's God's work right there.
That's God's work right there. Everybody, even the poor people, deserve to trade, guys. If you don't want to keep it on the market for 1C, delete the bitch. I know it's late. It's hard. Just don't
this
ignore
is worth 2 divines, though. Just give it for 1C. It's already 4 weeks in.
Come on. Just be cool, man. If a guy hits you up and it's a divine item and he's like, look, man, I got 200C. And you're like, no. Like, really? Come on. Or a guy buying a 5C item and he hands you four regrets and a fucking
making change. Yeah, making change.
No. Like, he's overpaying, because I've had this situation a lot where I know what I'm doing is not like what you want. I know you want chaos, and I know I don't have chaos. So I'll give you like 10 regrets and an annul. Should be like, look, dude, this will cover whatever change fee you accept.
Effort that you have to go through, yeah.
Like, I'm giving you something like near double the price, if essentially from what I'm asking. It's not about paying. It's just like, dude, when you're going and you're trying to change some of your popcorn currencies in for other shit, God, it's such a process.
It's a yeah, because people don't respond. So yeah, so that'll be your contribution. And after you do that, and after the league, you want to come back and like, yo, what is this guy's doing? Feel free to do that as well.
100.
We will definitely be playing this league. This league looks crazy. Obviously, if we're gonna release some more content, we gotta go over the Path 2 stuff. Make comments on that. So just stick around for that. There's gonna be a lot of shit being released in the next couple days.
This shit is gonna be so fun, bro. I can't wait.
There's gonna be a lot of shit released. I can't promise we'll cover it all. Because it's just gonna be so much shit. But we'll try to do recordings on pivotal times where we can cover the most content all at once. But every day they're gonna release some shit. This is what they do. Like every day they're gonna release 3 news articles. Like it's gonna be like a preview of a preview of a preview. And it's just so we'll probably do another 1 or 2 recordings with Path 2. Then we'll do one next week, wrapping up anything that's released, and then we'll do the final one probably the day before. Or the same day, on the same day league launch.
Are we streaming league launch?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna submit my sick day. Fuck that.
I just wanted to double check, brother. Like I'm just
I'm submitting my sick day for that shit. I always do.
So I kind of want to issue a challenge to us. Then I would like to try to get maps in a day.
Oh my Lord Jesus! I don't think I could do that.
I know you might not be able to.
I don't think I could do that.
And because I understand you have like actual life and not just work. So if it doesn't end up happening, I'm not going to hold it against us. But if we can get to mapping in a day, So this is the thing. I feel like a big decider of where we end up in the league is how quickly we get to maps and how quickly we end up finding the bullshit that ends up being.
Well, when you say a day, you mean 24 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, that's doable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like, no,
it only takes me
like 10 hours,
that kind of 8-10 hours, yeah.
But I mean, like by day 2, I want to be in maps.
That might be doable. I may have to do some bribing. And like I may have to spend some money, but I might be able to do that.
Might be able.
I might.
Well, don't put yourself in the poorhouse to do it.
I think it might be worth it, man. It might be worth it, dude. I already said I need a loan to buy. I'm gonna buy the biggest support pack, bro. I looked it up like, damn it, I'm gonna fucking spend some money. Fuck.
It's gonna happen.
The money I need to spend on Starfield is gonna go into a goddamn support cap.
Oh, yo, that's a big supporter pack.
That's what I'm saying. On D4, like I'm just gonna spend it on a fucking supporter pack. That's where the money is going. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But I'm excited.
Everybody that has been here, that is here to the end, thank you so very much for joining us. Hit the buttons if you want to hit the buttons. Don't hit the buttons if you don't. Thank you for joining us. Cass, anything else to say to the wonderful people?
Nah, man. Have a good night.
Awesome. Good night.
Good one.